Jaga and give the call to the member for Riverina.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And tonight I'm having dinner with the Georgian, Turkish and Azerbaijani ambassadors and looking forward to that opportunity because, as the Shadow Minister for International Development of the Pacific, it's important, as the member for Jaga has just said, to have diplomatic relations. I do take issue and umbrage, however, with the assertion that the coalition in government between 2013 and 2022 did not do enough in the space of foreign assistance, foreign development, foreign aid. I have to say that Senator Marise Payne, as a Foreign Affairs Minister, was excellent, and indeed her work with the then Minister, member for Mitchell, to rescue Australians and others when Afghanistan collapsed was nothing short of remarkable. Indeed, there should be a movie done of it, with the rescues at the airport, the scenes there, and getting people out of the capital when everything went asunder. But more than that, this role, this shadow portfolio, is an important one to ensure that the government has bipartisanship in many areas of foreign affairs, and I have worked well with Senator Birmingham, the Shadow Foreign Affairs Minister, along with the member for Shortland, the Minister for International Development of the Pacific, and indeed Senator Penny Wong, the Minister for Foreign Affairs. We've gone on a very successful trip to the Pacific, and no one put their body on the line more than I did on that trip. Just Google my name in the Federated States of Micronesia and you'll see that, yes, Sakau, potent brew. But indeed, I was very pleased that the government answered the cross-party call to provide more assistance for Kenya and indeed the Horn of Africa, which has endured 5 failed rainy seasons. And Deputy Speaker, when you've been to the remote areas of Kenya and you speak to the local villages there about their needs and wants, they very much value Australian agricultural expertise. And I have to say I was absolutely impressed with the number of women going to agriculture, the number of women who were apiarists and had lifted that side of agriculture such that it was providing great domestic supplies and a great potential export for Kenya, despite the failed climate and despite indeed everything that was being thrown against them. And indeed it has been troubled times in that area of the world, and I was pleased that when we returned from that delegation that Minister Wong saw fit to increase the amount of assistance on the back of the letter that we co-signed. Coalition, government members, and it was good partisan politics, bipartisan politics to see that. I have been disappointed with the government's response to the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme. This has been a disappointment. The PALM scheme was introduced in April 2022 in the Morrison Coalition. It replaced the Seasonal Workers Program, which the Gillard government had introduced in 2012, and the Pacific Labour Scheme under the Turnbull administration in 2018. And what it does, it allows Australian businesses to hire workers from 9 Pacific Island countries and Timor-Leste. But the government finally came to the table, kicking and screaming, I might add, on the back of losing a lot of the palm workers, to provide a more even range of work availability from average 120 hours, but average across 4 weeks. It needs to be across 8 to 12 weeks. That's what the stakeholders tell me. My question is to the Minister, Will you do that to bring it in line with the Horticultural Award? Thank you, Speaker.
The Minister.